Well, here we are again, guys. Get your hand out of the way. I'm walking. This is a park. So first off, here, let me flip this around here. Here we go. So, that was the direction that's my car. That was the direction that I saw the flash from last night. And this was the direction Katie saw it from. So those were the two flashes that me and Katie saw last night during the brownout. But I'm about to walk up to one of the pylons so that we can investigate it to see if they're solar powered or not. My guess is they are. Because you guys remember last night during the live stream, these, and they're not blinking, which is strange because it's daytime. They should be lit up. But anyways, these are the pylons that went out. Yep. I think, let's flip this around again. Where's my button? There it is. So, that's okay, cat. So this is the light. I don't know if that's a solar panel. I don't think it is. But as you can see, no cords, nothing. Nothing connected to it. It's just on a pylon. Those do look like batteries. My guess, like those two little round things on the bottom there, those look like batteries. So my guess is they are battery powered pylons. Because I can't see any kind of panel or collector of any sort for solar energy. So my guess is they're battery powered, because if you looked at the bottom, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, Kat. My thoughts exactly. They're definitely battery powered. So this brings us back to the question I posed last night. If we lost two transformers last night, and that's what caused the brownout, why in the world, by the way, here's the other one. There's two. This is if I can get in them here, if I can. Yeah, you see the other one right there? Yeah, there it is. There we go. Yep, that's the other one. There's two. Katie said that both of them went out at the same time as the streetlights and did not start flashing again until after the streetlights came back on. So if we lost a transformer, I have people coming to walk through. I got my coffee. I know it's in a Chick-fil-A cup, but I got coffee. I just woke up, so I'm a little groggy still. But that brings me to that question. So if we lost a transformer, why was it the battery operated pylons were affected? If it was a power thing, there's no reason at all why those, I'm getting back my car. No reason at all why those should have been affected by the brownout. So, the mystery deepens. I don't know what happened last night. I don't know what it was. I mean, we definitely saw flashes, four flashes technically, two from each area. Of the direction of two outages that were reported by Gulf Power, and Gulf Power being the company that does all the power and stuff in this city. So I don't know. Kat, I know you can't hear me right now, but let me know in the comment section. You can send me something on Snapchat or something too if you want. About that alternating current, whether it can jump from power source to power source. Because if that's the case, that could explain it. But it still just seems very odd. It just seems very strange to me. I mean, I've experienced blackouts before. I've experienced brownouts a couple of times. But I just think that the two flashes that me and Katie both saw, and the fact that, and by the way, this is the pylons going out was something Katie said happened. I did not see those because she was here at the park last night when it happened, and I was sitting down sitting in the car at the house. So I didn't see the flashes coming from. The ones that she saw would be straight ahead of me here, and the ones I saw would have been behind me, because my house is this way. My house is right, well, that's a car. My house is basically almost directly behind me, behind those trees. And I saw, that's the direction I saw the green flashes, and she saw the blue ones from up towards the hill, which is in front of me here. So that's kind of just a little layout of where I was and what I saw her. Oh, actually, hold on. I'm actually gonna start my car and head back home. But I will show you guys. We're gonna drive. It's only like a 2-second drive to my house. It's just around the corner. Get here, right here for me. There we go. So I'm gonna show you guys now. Sorry if you can't see me up my steering wheel in the way. I'm gonna show you guys the direction in which I saw last night. I'll even try to do my best to park my car exactly where it was last night. But yeah, I don't know. Definitely battery powered pylons. I don't know why something battery powered would be affected by a power outage. It shouldn't be. So, hey, what's up, Megan? Hey, girl, how you doing? This is a follow-up from last night's live stream. I don't know if you caught it or not. Kat and Owen and Carson were in here. If you're not sure, you could watch that one. It's only about 10-15 minutes. Get yourself caught up to what I'm talking about here. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, it's just strange. Very, very weird. I don't know what to make of this whole situation. That's okay. Yeah, you can go back and rewatch it. It's ooh, that sounds like fun. No, we had a weird slight power outage last night. Why are you mad at yourself? I'm so mad at myself. Sorry, I have a song by Issues stuck in my head whenever you say I'm mad at myself, because there's a song called that by Issues, which is a pretty sweet band if you haven't checked them out. Okay, so this is more or less. Oh, that sucks. So this is more or less where I was parked last night. I'm gonna flip the camera. What I saw was from that direction. Right over there's a nurse's car, but right over there is where I saw those green flashes last night. And right over the house, there's my house. Say hi to my house. Hi, house. Katie saw 2 green or blue flashes from that direction. But yeah, so yeah, Megan, we had a weird brownout and some strange events happened last night while it was browning out. That's why I did a live stream to share with y'all, because I thought it was strange and wanted to get you guys things. So basically, Megan, if you're in here, I guess I can do a quick recap for you. So last night about 8:30, I was sitting in my car and all street lights went out at the same time, all of them, and it was pitch black here. And the only thing I could see on my street was, let me plug my phone in, it's starting to die. The lights inside were still on, but it was dimmer, so all the lights inside dimmed. Mom said that we lost internet for minutes. So it looks like everything that was on in the house didn't go out, but lost a lot of power, and it dimmed, and certain things just shut off, and the lights kind of went down to a low, kind of a glow almost. And then in this direction, I saw 2 green flashes. And when I say green, I mean emerald green. Not like a neon green, not a bright, like light colored green, a dark green, which is odd, because what the hell would cause a dark green flash? That's very strange. Especially when it's a dark color. Why would it be a dark green? And Katie off behind me saw 2, what she described as neon blue flashes in that direction. No, Gid was asleep when it happened, because I was sitting here in the car, and Katie was down at the park, so Gid was already asleep. But the good thing is, he's not on any of his breathing machines anymore, so he wasn't affected at all. It's not like, you know, his vent stopped or anything like that. He was good. He slept right through the whole thing. But yeah, so the lights went out. Me and Katie saw 2 flashes each, which is 4 total. I saw 2 from straight ahead of me. She saw 2 from the park where she saw, which was in the direction behind me. And then about 30 seconds later, all the lights came back on. And there was no rumble. There was no, like, thunder sound. There was no sound of an explosion. Because, you know, if a transformer blows, it's going to be a or something. It's going to make some kind of noise. However, the one I saw was almost directly west and was closer. The one she saw was actually in Cantonment, which is about a 45-minute drive from here. So the crazy part about it is, you're good, buddy. You're fine. Kat's in here, and so is Megan. I had a feeling a lot of you guys weren't necessarily going to be able to be here because it's 3:05 by my watch, which means a lot of you are probably just getting out of school or something. It's probably, what, about 4 o'clock where y'all are, somewhere like that? 3 or 4, depending on whether you're Central or Eastern time. But yeah, so Shark, I just went to the pylons. They're battery powered. Definitely battery powered, because there's these, you can see 4. Yeah, okay, I figured it's around 4 o'clock. But there's these 4 little circular things underneath. You can see that that's where you would put batteries. So me and Kat just agree that the pylons are definitely battery powered, not solar powered. So Megan, when the lights went out, Katie was at the park, right? And I'm giving Megan an update because she wasn't in the live stream, so I'm telling her what we talked about last night. So the pylons that I was looking at, Megan, over by the park are battery powered. And when the street lights went out, those blinking lights went out too, because there's these 2 pylons with blinking lights on the top so that you don't run into the 2 storm drains right in front of the park. And those went out at the same time as the street lights. And the weird part about that is they're battery powered. So if it was just something simple like a power transformer or something blowing up or overloading, or a fuse going something out the power plant or whatever, those pylons shouldn't be affected. Correct. Like, I'm still like questioning, like, am I correct in making that assumption? Like, does that make sense that those wouldn't be affected? I think so. But they were. And they didn't come back on until the lights came back on. So why would 2 electrical things that have independent power sources, self-contained independent power sources, be affected by the main power grid? It makes no sense. Not to mention 2 weird dark green flashes and 2 weird neon blue flashes. No, that's the thing, Megan, because they were blinking before the lights went off, and then when the lights came back on, they started blinking again. So the batteries are definitely in there because they're working. And I drove by last night after the whole thing happened and they were both working. So there's no reason for them to turn off and then turn back on again, unless they were acted by an outside source. Now, my 2 theories on this. Now, I can't explain the flashes. Yeah, I don't know what the flashes were either. My guess is probably transformers exploding of some sort, like a flash because the transformers blew. Because here's the kicker. The flashes didn't look like they were in the sky. They looked like they came from ground level. Like, it looked like it was behind the trees, not above them, where I was looking. Katie said that she said the same thing, that it looked like it was coming from behind the trees, not from above the trees. So it's not like lightning. Because if it's lightning, you know it. You can tell that the source of the light is coming from above the ground, like it's coming from the sky or whatnot. Both of the flashes that me and Katie saw appear to originate from ground level or near ground level. So something on the ground or slightly above the ground. But it looked like I saw, it looked like it was coming from behind the trees. Yeah, exactly. I know, I've seen that happen too. And it's usually a white flash, like you said. A bright white flash of light, and then everything just goes poof. But the weird thing about it is the lights went out first. And then for about 5 or 10 seconds, then the flashes happened. And then another 15 to 20 seconds went by, and then the lights came back on. That's the weird part. Because if it was a transformer, you'd think that you would see, that's what Carson said last night, is it might have been a power surge. And it could have been. But it doesn't explain the pylons. That's the big thing that's just sticking in my brain, is the fact that the pylons were affected. Why would they? Shouldn't have been. So the 2 theories I came up with last night was either, which is the first one, which is probably one of the more likely ones, could have been a small solar flare last night of some sort from the sun, because I don't know if you guys know a lot about that, but we're getting solar flares all the time. The natural electromagnetic field of the planet helps protect us from a lot of those cosmic rays from solar flares, but really, really strong ones can knock out electrical systems. Like, there's something called a Faraday cage that was created that you can make out of copper. It's basically like a big cage made out of copper wire, and you can put electrical items in there. So that way, when there is a solar flare, which creates something called an EMP or an EMF, an EMP is an electromagnetic pulse, and EMF is an electromagnetic field. So it can create this electromagnetic current, field, wave, whatever you want to call. It can knock out electrical systems. Like, I've read doomsday scenarios about if we ever get hit by a really, really, really massive solar flare from the sun, that it could literally knock out everything electrical on the planet. Talking, it could knock out all the electrical systems. It'll just kill everything. If your car's running, it'll kill your car. Your car will no longer start. If your car is off, it will not be affected, which is kind of strange, but science has proven that. But if you put it in a Faraday cage, which is surrounded by copper, the electromagnetic field or the electromagnetic pulse will actually go through those copper wires and around the object inside, so that the object inside will be completely unaffected. But like, your cell phone would go out, blah, 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 all this stuff. Now, the thing with that is, the reason why I don't necessarily think it was a solar flare, or if it was a very, very small one, because I was watching Netflix on my phone when this happened, and my phone was unaffected completely. My phone was completely unaffected by this entire ordeal. It worked perfectly fine the entire time. So that leads me to believe that it may not have been a solar flare, because if it was a solar flare and it was big enough to affect the power, it should have been big enough to affect my phone as well, and it did not. The only other thing is that it could have been some sort of man-made electromagnetic field of some sort. But Kat also made the suggestion last night that it's very possible that because she believes, and I thought it was DC current, but she thinks that most houses run on alternating current, which is AC. I thought most were all direct current. But she said that with alternating current can actually jump from power source to power source. So something that is connected to the power grid, the alternating current could jump from something like a power line that's connected to the power grid to something like the pylons that are battery operated. So if it was a power surge and that happened, it's very plausible that the AC current could have went and touched or interacted with the pylons and knocked them out for a minute. But it was uncanny at how it seemed orchestrated. Like, it seemed purposeful. Just with how everything happened, it just felt weird. And I don't mean feel like, it's not like yeah, I know. I always thought it was the other way around, Shark, but maybe that's the case. I don't know. I actually asked Kat to do some research. If you guys want to do a little bit of quick research, do a Google search and look that up for me, that'd be really cool. Because I don't know for sure. But basically, this is freaking weird. It was just weird. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain the flashes. I don't know how to explain why the pylons were infected. I don't know why it happened. It's just very, very odd. Very, very odd. So, yeah, I don't know. But I know last night, Owen and Kat and Carson, you guys all requested that I do another follow-up live stream today to go and check out the pylons and find out whether they were solar-powered or battery-powered. Because the only way we can solve this is to get all the information that we possibly can. And at this point, I don't know what other information to give you, because I can't think of anything else that I can do to find out more about this situation. I've told my account, I've told Katie's account, I showed you guys the direction of where everything came from. I told you that there was 2 confirmed power outages in the Pensacola area last night. I looked that up on the Gulf Power website. We went and looked at the pylons and found out that those are battery powered. And they both are not blinking, but it's also sunny out, so maybe I just can't see because it's bright. I don't know. I know that I went up later on last night and drove to the store for my mom after it happened, and I noticed that one of them Katie said that they both came back on after the street lights came back on. But when I went to the store, only one of them was working. So maybe it turned on, one of them turned on. Actually, the one that we went and looked at was the one that wasn't blinking last night. It was the one farther up top of the hill. I didn't want to be weird and people think, why is he looking at the pylons? Because there was a few people at the park, so kind of moved up farther a little bit so that I would be a little less out of view, because I don't want people to think I'm some weird, crazy dude just wandering around looking at stuff that's owned by the state or the city, because I'm probably not allowed to mess with those things because they are by the road department or whatever. But yeah, so that's that. But that one, so I noticed that one of them was working, one of them wasn't. So that was that. But I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. So this is all that I can tell you. This is the whole story. And I actually looked on the news and I haven't seen anything reported about it at all. I'm probably gonna go on. Actually, I should have done that before I did the live stream. I didn't check today. I checked last night and there was nothing. There was nothing on the local news website or anything that claimed or explained that why it happened. It didn't even say that it happened. It didn't even report that there was an outage last night. But maybe it just isn't enough for them to report. I don't know. But that's it for me, guys. I'm the Cranky Yankee. Let me go what you guys think after this, this whole follow-up and everything. Like, it's just weird. It's just a very weird situation that happened, and I just don't know how to explain it. But anyways, I'm the Cranky Yankee, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let me know what households run off, if it's alternating current or direct current. Let me know, because that one I want to confirm with certainty what that is. I always thought it was DC, but maybe I'm just wrong. I don't know. But I'm the Cranky Yankee, guys. We'll see you guys in the next one, and have a good day. It's just weird. This is just so weird to me. Anyways, I can't get over how strange this situation was, but that's it for me, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.